Hello to all my uniques out there. This is your girl Akudo. Welcome to your unique wisdom for this whole month of October. Guys, you know October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So we are going to talk about domestic violence. We are going to create awareness. We are going to talk about different kinds of violence against women, against men. Yes, I said it. Not only against women, against men. We're going to talk about what to do. We're going to give you some helpline to call. Guys, love is kind. Love does not hurt. When love is beginning to hurt, something is wrong, my uniques. Something is wrong. And in this month, October, we talk about, cancer, breast cancer month, and we also talk about domestic violence awareness. And at the end of this month, guys, Unique is hosting a dinner party for all survivors of domestic violence, for all women out there, for all men out there that say no to domestic violence. We're going to have a dinner party hosted by yours truly, Unique, and we're going to talk about it, and we're going to celebrate love, and we're going to celebrate each other. For this video, this is an introduction to what we're going to do throughout this month. So for this video, I'm going to go ahead and define domestic violence. I'm going to talk about different kinds of domestic violence, and then the next video is going to build on that, and then we keep going until finally we get to our dinner party. All right, guys? I told you guys I got you. I got you. All right, let's go. Domestic violence is defined as a violent or aggressive behavior within the home, typically involving the violent abuse of a spouse or a partner. Violent behavior within the home, within your something people you're familiar with, within your home, in your house. And he said it typically involves a spouse or a partner, either a husband or a wife. We always have this misconception that abuse is only for women. Granted, a lot of women go through abuse, but let us not be deceived. Some men go through abuse too. But the only problem is that men never talk about it. It's very hard for women going through abuse to talk about it because of the shame, because of the stigma, because of how the society will look at you, because sometimes depending on who and who are involved, nobody will even believe you. People will think you're making it up. So because of all this, people don't bother. Women don't bother to say anything. They stay in the relationship. But for men, it is 2 times difficult because not only are they facing the same issues I just said that our women are facing, but they are also facing the issue of the society looking at them like, how can your wife abuse you? Are you a man? You're not a man. They are going to be faced with that, and then you are bigger than her. How is she beating you up? How is she abusing you? So that creates a lot of problem for men. So statistics says that 22.1% of women report abuse. My uniques, that is too low. For the number and the rate at which domestic violence occurs abuse in our homes, and it's only 22.1% women are reporting it, something is not right, my uniques. We have to create awareness. We have to come together as a society and say no to abuse. Any kind of abuse, no to abuse. And then statistics says that only 7.4% of men report abuse. So their number is even 3 times what the women are 22.1, while the men are only 7.4. Some of them report it, but very few of them do, because of the stigma, like I said, because of the shame, because of disbelief, because of all this. They don't even want to talk about it. Another definition says that domestic violence is when someone in an intimate relationship attempts to gain or maintain power and control over another through a whole range of abusive behaviors. That's when someone in a relationship attempts to gain and maintain power over another through variety of abusive behavior. Abuse doesn't happen in one day, my sister. Abuse, domestic violence, domestic abuse, it doesn't happen in one day. It is a gradual process. They start with little things. Maybe they start with verbal abuse. They start putting you down with their mouth, with their words. And then when they see that that one has broken you down, then they go to the next level. They go emotional. Then they get your psyche. They get you psychologically. And then if that is not for working for them, then they go physical. Then they start hitting you. And they start with maybe a slap. And then a push around. And then they start the punching. It doesn't happen in a day. It takes gradual process. They do the first one and they see how far they can go and how you react to it. Then that determines the next step they will go in. It's like climbing the steps. You go this level, you go to the next level, you go to the next level, you go. Each time is worse than the previous time because now, oh, I got away with it the last time. I got away with slapping her. Let me see if I slap and push her, what she will do or what he will do. Oh, I got away with that. Maybe the next thing I should punch him or her. So it graduates. It keeps going up and up. The next one is always worse than the last one. That's another definition of domestic violence. Like I said before, it's not only for women, it's both for the women and for the men. The men normally don't report it. They are slower in reporting because of the way the society looks at them. Women also report, but not as fast as they should. But my sister, my brother, as a society, as a community, as a people, we should stand up and say no to domestic violence. You know what is going on with your friend. You know what is going on with your sister. You know what is going on with your brother. You know what your brother is going through. Speak up. The reason why domestic violence is not going anywhere, rather is getting roots into our society, into our community, is because we see and we don't talk. We all turn a blind eye. We all turn away from it. We act like we can't see our sister is suffering. We act like we can't see our brother is suffering. Because it's not happening to me, so why should I be bothered? Nobody is saying you should go put them out of their marriages or put them out of their relationship. But my sister, you can talk. Some people that go through abuse don't even know what they are going through. You are the person that is outside. You are the person that sees it. You are the person she tells her story to. You are the person she confides in. You are the person that brings the eyes when she has a blue eye and a green eye. You are the one that brings food. You are the one that takes her to. You see it, my sister. She or he might not know that that is not good for her. Because when you are in it, most of the time you can see. My sister, draw your sister's attention, draw your brother's attention. Let us be each other's keepers. Let us be kind to ourselves. I always tell you, my uniques, be kind to yourself and to each other. If you see your sister is drowning and you see your brother is drowning, call her attention. Call his attention to it and tell her or he to take a second look and get help. There is help out there. There are counselors in your school. There are counselors in your churches. There are counselors in offices. Most insurances cover it. If you need a therapy, go get therapy. If you need counseling, go get counseling. If you need prayers, go get prayers. But my sister, you need to do something. My brother, you need to do something. It is better you do something now than when you are dead. Then everybody will say, oh, I saw it. I noticed it. Oh my God, my sister is dead. Oh my God, my brother is dead. Oh God, oh God. But sister, you saw it. My brother, you saw it. You stood there and let her make the biggest mistake of her life. Let us be each other's keepers. Another definition says, it includes behaviors that physically harm. Listen to this. Domestic violence includes behaviors that physically harm. That's the first one. They physically harm the people. They arouse fear. When you hear the person is coming, you are scared for your life. When they talk, you shake. You tiptoe around them because you are scared. It arouses fear in you. The third one says, prevents a person from doing what they wish to do or force them to do what they do not want to do. That's another definition. It says domestic violence includes behaviors, number one, that physically harm you. Number two, arouses fear in you. Number three, prevents you from doing what you want to do. And number four, forces you to do what you do not want to do. That's abuse, my sister. That is domestic violence, my brother. This is when somebody has undue control over you. They tell you how you dress, they tell you what you eat, they tell you who you talk to, they tell you what time to answer your phone. They want to control every aspect of your life because that is the only time they feel good about themselves. Let me tell you something, my uniques. Every person that is the aggressor, the person that is inflicting the pain in a domestic violence relationship, they are always bullies because they only feel good when you're hurting. They only feel good when you're sad. They only feel good when they have undue power over you. They only feel good when they are controlling you. They only feel good when they arouse fear in you. They like it when they talk, you're scared. They like it when they say sit, you sit. And to them, this is how they gain their power. This is how they feel good about themselves. This is how they feel like, you know what, I got him or her under check. Both for the woman and for the man. There are some women, they like that kind of fear. When they are coming home, their husbands sit straight. Their husbands are scared. Oh my God. They start cleaning even when nothing is dirty. They start cleaning. They start doing stuff because they know, oh my God, once she comes in, it starts. Either the yelling, the screaming, something. That is domestic violence, my sister, my brother. Arousing fear. Arouse fear in you. Make you get scared of your life. In everything you tiptoe around them. What should I do? Is this good? Should I? Even when things are done the right way, you keep second guessing yourself because you don't know what will trigger him and you don't know what will trigger her. So you are on your toes, on tippy toes, tiptoeing around because any little thing can trigger them. What made them happy yesterday will also make them mad today. What made them mad today can also make them happy tomorrow. You can't predict them. They are all over the place. Roller coaster of emotions. One minute they are happy, you are the best thing that happened to them. The other minute they are down, you are the worst thing that ever happened to them. My sister, I want us, as we are celebrating survivors of domestic violence this month, as we are talking about domestic violence, this is not a video you rush through. This is a video you sit down with a paper and a pen and jot down things. It's high time we stand up for our sisters and our brothers. It's high time we say no to abuse, no to domestic violence, no to any kind of abuse. We don't care what kind of abuse it is, we are saying no to it. And then I'm going to give you another definition. It says it includes, I'm going to talk about what it includes. It includes the use of physical and sexual violence. It includes threats, intimidation, emotional abuse, verbal abuse, and economic deprivation. That's 6 of them. Domestic violence includes all this. So you might be thinking, oh no, but he doesn't hit me. He has never hit me before. She has never hit me before. It might not be physical. It might be sexual. It might be sexual abuse, sexual starvation, sexual, depriving you of sex, being aggressive sexually, being violent sexually. It can be that. So you might be saying, oh, he's not hitting me physically, but he's doing this other one. Or, like I said, it can also be threats. They threaten you all the time. Or if you do that, this marriage is over. If you do that, I will do this to you. If you do that, don't even think about it. If you do that, oh, you see the other side of me. If you do that, oh, you see my true color. It's all about threats. They issue threat, they threaten you all the time. And then they also use intimidation. You see, I make more money, I have more, so I'm going to intimidate you, I'm going to put you down, I'm going to put you where I think you belong. Or he says it can be emotional abuse, psychological abuse. Emotionally, they abuse you. They are not there emotionally for you. They don't care about how you feel. They know what to say. They know which buttons to push. They know what to do, and they will trigger you. They know how to get you. When they are mad, they know a way to get you mad. When they are sad, they know how to make you sad. They know the things you don't like. They know the things you can't stand. Those are the things they do. Emotionally, they are abusing you because they know the buttons to push, and they are about to make sure they push it at any time they wish and want to do it. Verbal abuse. This is mostly for women. We can't stop talking. Oh my God. Once we get mad, that man is gone. He is a goner. You stupid man, you good for nothing man, useless man, good for nothing, never amount to anything, foolish, idiot, stupid, hoodoo. We can't stop. And remember, what's hot? What's my sister, my brother, what's hot? Sometimes physical abuse will heal, but you see, verbal abuse, it stays and lingers on because it turns into emotional and psychological abuse. You keep talking, calling all kinds of names apart from the name that their parents gave them. You will call him every name in the book except his real name. You give it to him. Oh, you don't know me. And the man is running as fast. Not only women, men also. There are some men too that are good at it. They will verbally abuse their spouse and go on and on. Stupid woman, good for nothing, useless mother. Oh my God. And then he talked about verbal abuse and economic deprivation, where they have the money, financial abuse, but they're not going to give it to you. They know you need money to pay the bills. They know you need money. Maybe you don't work, you're a stay-at-home mom. They know you need the money to put gas in the car to take the children out or go to school, or they intentionally when they get upset with you, they take your car keys. And then you can't go nowhere. When they are angry with you, they don't give you money to buy grocery in the house. When they are angry with you, maybe they promise to give you money to buy something. Now they are mad, you're not getting that money. No, you're not getting it. Economically, they deprive you of things that normally they should give you, but that is their way of abusing and punishing you because they need to control you through your finances. My sister, my brother, like I told you guys, this video is just for the introduction, and then we're going to talk about several kinds of abuse and violence in relationships, and that's where we end for today. And next week we're going to continue with more into this topic. And like I told you guys, the flyer is out. I'm going to post the flyer. We are having a domestic violence dinner party where we're going to celebrate love, celebrate survivors, create awareness, and we are all together as a community, the unique community, and we're going to say no to abuse, no to domestic violence, and no to any kind of abuse. Any kind of abuse. And with that, I'm going to now say some of domestic violence. There are several kinds of them. You see, the first one I'm going to talk about is physical violence. Physical violence is the one where they hit, they beat you, they hit, they push, they punch, they slap, they scratch, they bite. Because some women will say, oh, but I didn't hit him, but you're here biting him. That's also physical abuse. You might not punch him like the man, but you're here biting. Some of us sisters, we are good with our nails, and we scratch you down. That's physical abuse. That's physical violence. Anything that has to do with physical, where you hit each other, where you touch each other, you scratch each other, you bite each other, that is physical abuse. And the second one we're going to talk about is sexual violence. This is where you deprive each other of sex, or violently violate each other through sexual relationship. You don't treat your wife or your spouse or your husband like you guys are making love, which is the real sense of making love. That means you celebrating love. You're not going to violently violate your wife sexually and think, oh, it's okay, she's my wife, it's okay. No, it's not okay. That is sexual abuse. That is sexual violence in a domestic setting, in a family. So we are saying no to that one too. Then the third one is emotional violence. This is where emotionally they drain you. Emotionally they know which buttons to pitch. They use their words. Verbal abuse comes in. They use the word to put you down, and it affects you emotionally and it affects you psychologically. Most of the time, sisters or brothers that go through this kind of abuse, they are drained, they are depressed, they are unhappy, because emotionally they are gone. They are not even emotionally secured anymore. They don't even know who they are anymore, because you have abused them to the extent that they don't even know how to feel about anything anymore. Then we talk about psychological, which is to verbal abuse, verbal, emotional, and psychological. Those are three kinds of violence, and they are related, because the verbal one is what you use your mouth and say all kinds of vile things to them, say all kinds of, call them every name in the book except the name that God gave them and their parents gave them. And then because of all this verbal abuse, it leads to emotional abuse. They are emotionally unavailable. They don't know how to feel. It begins to affect them psychologically. Now they are depressed, now they are down, now they are sad. They don't know what to do. They don't know who they are anymore. You've taken their self-esteem, you've taken their confidence. They are not happy anymore in the relationship. And then we talk about spiritual violence. This is the one where we inflict in each other spiritually. Either maybe you guys don't have the same. I have heard of people marrying somebody from, they don't have the same spiritual standing or the same faith, and then they are being violent to each other based on spiritual ideas and spiritual beliefs. And then we talk about the cultural violence, whereby, oh, you're a different culture, I'm a different culture, this is what my culture, this is what we do in my culture, that's not what you do in your culture. Now we are being mean to each other, we are maltreating each other, we are abusing each other, just based on cultural violence. And then we talk about verbal violence, like I said before, and then I talked about the financial violence. You see, so I've said it. We have physical violence, we have sexual violence, number 2. Number 3, we have verbal violence. Number 4, we have emotional violence. Number 5, we have psychological violence. Number 6, we have spiritual violence. Number 7, we have cultural violence. Number 8, we have financial violence. Guys, let us be careful how we live our lives and how we stay and love each other. My sister, my brother, love is kind. Love is caring. Love is patient. Love, the Bible says, doesn't keep record of wrongdoing. Love is not boastful. It's not, you know who I am? Do you know what I can do? Do you know what I have? What you have, she has. What she has, you have. So it's not boastful. Love is not prideful. It's not about me. Love is about us. It's not about me, myself, and I. Love is about we. Love is about us. Love is about togetherness. My sister, my brother, I'm going to stop right here until I see you guys next time. Remember, we are going to be kind to ourselves and we are going to be kind to each other. Charity, they say, begins at home. If you don't love yourself first, you can't love nobody else. Remember, you cannot give what you don't have. Most bullies are the ones that are not happy with themselves. So when they fall in love, they begin to abuse whoever, sister, brother, that is in a relationship with them. Remember, they always say misery loves company. They are sad themselves, and now they want to make everybody and everything around them sad. My sister, my brother, if you are in a domestic violence relationship, I'm going to leave a link below, a helpline below in my description box. Look at the phone number, save that on your phone. If you need help, call that line, ask for help. There is help everywhere. You can call your church, you can call your counselor, you can call your therapist. Most insurances cover them. Talk to somebody, my sister. We are tired. We are tired. I am tired of turning on the news and hearing somebody died, a woman killed her husband or a husband killed the wife. Let us come together as a community and stand up, holding hands and saying no to domestic violence, no to physical abuse, no to sexual abuse, no to verbal abuse, no to emotional and psychological abuse, no to spiritual and cultural abuse, no to financial abuse, no to any and any kind of abuse. Remember, you are beautifully and wonderfully made by God. That is why you are unique. Give us a thumbs up, share the video, and please remember to write uniqueakudo@gmail.com. I love, love, love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week. Bye-bye.